what Chocolatito couldn't do, what Juan Francisco Estrada couldn't do, you knock out Srisaket Sor Rungvisai. What did you think of your performance?
I mean, what more can I say? My skills proved the point tonight, and I told everybody I was trying to be a stardom fighter, not an average fighter, and I proved that tonight.
Jesse Bam Rodriguez remains boxing's youngest world champion at 22 years old by successfully defending his WBC super flyweight title in an absolute demolition of former world champion Srisaket Sor Rungvisai. It was one of those performances that you look back and go, yeah, that guy's gonna be a star. But it got me to thinking. Over at Sporting News, we did a list of the best 25 boxers under the age of 25, where Devin Haney was number 1. We had Bam ranked at number 8. Yeah, I think we up. But let me explain how we got there and how we're gonna fix it right here on Fighting Words with me, Andreas Hale. Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, Teofimo Lopez, Jerron Boots Ennis, Virgil Ortiz Jr., Ryan Garcia, Mauricio Lara, Jesse Bam Rodriguez. Yeah, I know, guys, I'm sorry. We made this list, this fight hadn't happened yet. So there's a good reason why Bam sits at number 8. Because he beat up on Carlos Cuadras to become the champion. But prior to that, he hadn't really beat anybody. Now look, he jumped up 2 weight classes on short notice to dominate and beat Cuadras. That's why he's number 8. But now, I mean, yeah, it's a little different. He went out there and fought a man in Sor Rungvisai who had knocked out Chocolatito, Roman Gonzalez, who was at one time the number 1 pound for pound fighter in the world. He knocked him out twice. And Bam went out there and took a fight. Look, I didn't expect him to take that fight. Let's be honest. When we looked at the fight, we thought, maybe Bam is biting off a little more than he can chew, because he could have took an easier fight, but he didn't. He jumped right in the deep end with Sor Rungvisai. And not only did he beat him, he dominated him, knocked him down in the 7th, stopped him in the 8th. Yeah, if you ask me to do this list now, Bam is higher. I know, how much higher? Well look, Devin Haney's the undisputed lightweight champion. I still keep him at number 1. Shakur Stevenson, yeah, I don't see anybody beating him in anytime soon. He's number 2. Teofimo Lopez, this is where it gets a little 50-50, because Teofimo has lost to George Kambosos, but he beat Vasily Lomachenko, who wasn't just great. Vasily Lomachenko was arguably number 1 pound for pound on a lot of people's lists, and Teofimo beat him. So maybe he can stick around at 3. But 4? Yeah, we're gonna put Bam at number 4 as of today, because those 2 victories against Sor Rungvisai and Cuadras are better than what Jerron Boots Ennis has done, is better than what Virgil Ortiz Jr. has done, is better than what Ryan Garcia has done, and is better than what Mauricio Lara has done. It is fair to now put Bam at number 4. And look, here's the crazy thing. He is only 22 years of age. That means he'll be on this list again next year and the year after that. Whereas Devin Haney and Shakur and Ryan and Boots, they're all going to age out of this list, and Bam will still be here. Not to mention, look at the prospects for Bam for future fights. Juan Francisco Estrada, that's an appetizing fight that we would like to see. Chocolatito, why not? Look, Shakur Stevenson went on a limb and said, you know, I'd love to see Bam versus the monster Inoue. Maybe not tomorrow, but damn, doesn't that sound exciting? Bam Rodriguez has star and future written all over him. And it was just that one performance that did it. So look, don't get mad at us because we put him at number 8. That's totally fair, if I do say so myself. But if you ask me today, yeah, I put him at number 4. And I could see him being ranked higher. Hell, he might be number 1 on next year's list. So Bam, if you're watching, don't be mad at us. You're in elite company on this list. And that list came out in June. So number 8's okay. But next year, you keep this up, you'll probably be number 1. But now, let's talk about this pound for pound thing. So after this performance, does Bam Rodriguez belong on the pound for pound list? Yeah. I mean, let's go back to what I said. When he fought Carlos Cuadras for the WBC Super Flyweight Championship, he jumped up not 1, but 2 weight classes on like a week's notice. Isn't that what pound for pound means? Daring to be great by moving up out of your natural weight? Then he kind of hung around there and beat up Sor Rungvisai. So it's like, how could you not put him on the pound for pound list? And who would you take off? Look, I've seen pound for pound lists, and they have, Usyk and Crawford and Spence and Canelo, obviously, Tyson Fury. Look, I'm not saying to remove those guys, but when you get down to the bottom half of that list, I could see Bam slotting in. Because, yeah, it's only 2 fights, but he's undefeated, and he's looked like, I'm not going to say indestructible, but I'm not sure who can beat this man right now. And I think it's totally fair to put him at number 10. Look, I've seen Vasily Lomachenko at number 10, but he's been so inactive, and he lost to Teofimo Lopez, and he lost to Orlando Salido. Now, he looks great. Don't get me wrong. The talent is there, but we're talking pound for pound, and what Bam is doing is pound for pound worthy. If you want to say you need more evidence, go for it. Sure, I don't care. It's your list. Pound for pound things are fictional nonsense anyway. It's fun to just argue about these things. But if you ask me about my pound for pound list, which changes depending on what the day is, I think Bam slots in somewhere in the bottom half, 8, 9, or 10. I could totally see him there. And I think he'll only move up as long as he keeps performing. But look, I want to know what you guys think. Is Bam Rodriguez ranked too low on the Sporting News 25 under 25 list at number 8? We already said it. But where would you have him? Do you rank him higher than Devin Haney or Shakur Stevenson? I don't, but it might not last for long. And is Jesse Bam Rodriguez on the pound for pound list? I say yes. I want to hear what you have to say. So hit that little subscribe button. Keep coming back because I love to have these conversations with y'all. But until next time, we're out of here. Peace.